All right. Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Great. I see Nicolette. I see Claire. Let me adjust this little screen situation. Oh my God. All my witches are here. Hi. Oh. Happy Monday. Yes, we turn the wheel again. Today, I decided I was going to start a baking process. I want to try to make English muffins today. I figure English muffins are a good start to spring bake to make. I like to mark times like this by starting something, so that's what I started. And we get to also start the month with a flow class. Just a note, today of all days, on my street, there's like I don't know what kind of work they're doing. The city is doing some kind of work. So if you do hear loud sounds, I feel like they're literally like jackhammering up some of the street to access some pipes. So if you do hear things, that's what it is. Yes, I do have a sourdough starter. I do. I almost want to bring her in here or him in here because of his name. Let me go get him because he is so bubbly right now. I just have to show you. Okay, I'm back. Oh my God, I like that you guys can actually like see me running out. Ooh, can we reconnect please with my music? Let me see if I can fix it. So anyways, yes, this is my sourdough starter. This is Bella Ludosi. This line is where they started yesterday. I took them down to basically nothing. And have been able to revive them this way. So I'm really proud of what I've been able to do. Very, very, very proud of it. It's kind of a bitch to work with. Like, it does take time to get your starter startered, but once it's going, it's amazing. Yeah, the sourdough is very fun. Yesterday I made sourdough pancakes and I took this guy basically down to just the scraps. There was just barely a little plop of starter. So we did a very hearty feed yesterday. I mean, it's literally warm. It's literally witchcraft, guys. I made this. Love some good sourdough, yeah. And guess who else likes it? Your tummy, so. Yes, Bella Ludosi. I had to make a goth sourdough starter. And it was born in October. You know, one of my students actually on Patreon gave me some of her starter. She's this amazing baker on the East Coast. I think she's not in, where is she at? Boston? I'm trying to remember where Netta is from. But she sent me some dried scraps of her starter, brought it to life, rename, Bella was born. All right. Should we do the thing we came here to do? Should we do the flow? Is there anything in particular you guys want to work on in flow? I've been teaching a lot of twists, back bendy business in my classes. And I wanted to hit some things last week that I didn't hit that are like on my brain. So that's kind of where I'm at. But if there's anything specific, please drop it in the chat and let me know. Let a girl know. Hate twists. Well, guess what? They hate you too a little bit. Just kidding, they love you. Also, not to distract from what we're doing, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm fully committing to growing out my undercut, but I'm just seeing how long I can stand growing it out. Hammies, yes, hammies are definitely on the menu. If there's anything that'll help my helps, I think you mean hips. Help my hips, I'm always thankful. Yeah, we'll definitely do hips. We'll do hips, we'll do hammies. I'm gonna put this on Do Not Disturb, bang. Great. We'll go off of that. I'll do a little less intensive twist. How about that? Your phone had other ideas. It happens. It happens. Now, I know that usually it's kind of hard to like, oh, can I do a little bit of music with this, or at least streaming it. I have this playlist. Because I'm reading the Dune series right now, I'm just in a Dune mood. I did make Dune playlists because I'm that kind of dork. So I'm gonna paste my Atreides playlist here in the chat if you wanna follow along. If not, no worries. Move to what moves you, always. Okay, and we'll boogie. I have a couple of blocks. So having some blocks always helpful. Ugh. Let's see how she's looking. I know I'm wearing all black per usual. I'm disappearing into the void. I think it would be nice to start standing because I was yapping for about 10 minutes there in the beginning. I'm also going to keep my sweatshirt on until I can't stand it because it is just a little chilly in here. So, standing up nice and tall towards the front of your mat, I want you to root down through your feet, maybe even opening up through your toes a little bit and gripping the ground. You can take a little shift from right to left. Maybe closing your eyes, breathing deeper. Wow, that was a cute little episode of dyslexia. And just bring yourself into this space and into your body, because there's a lot of things happening right now that take us out of the present, take us out of our bodies. We'll take one more breath here and out. Now with your next inhale, sweep both of your arms up. And with your exhale, bring them back down by your side, sweeping out nice and wide. Good. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, take it down. One more time like that. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring the arms down by your side. Bring them onto your body. I want you to hinge forward halfway. With an inhale breath, feel that stretch into the hamstrings. And then exhale, slowly roll down, keeping your spine long for as long as you can. Good. Inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. One more time like that. Inhale, halfway. And stay for your exhale breath. Now bend into the left knee. Inhale, find a twist. Right arm reaching up for the ceiling. You can have your left hand onto a block. Something that helps you get a little more height just in case. Breath in. And exhale, let's switch. Right knee bends. Left arm reaches up. Lots of space into the outside of the hip with this one as well. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, switch. Now on this one, we're going to give your outer ankles a little extra stretch. So roll to the outside edge of your right foot. This is going to get into the ankle, into the calf a little bit. Breath in. And exhale, switch. Left arm up. Right knee bends. Same thing. We're rolling to the outside edge of your left foot. Spicy. All right, we'll return the left hand down. Let's step back and come into a tabletop position. So reaching your heart space forward, include the throat. So lengthen out through the front of the throat. And with your exhale, round and contract. Keep going. Good. Now meet me in a neutral spine. Shift a little forwards and backwards to open up the wrists. If you know you can go for a little more intensity, take your hands into external rotation, walk the knees a little together and forwards, and take these shifts focusing backwards, so sitting back towards your heels. Good, now let's all sit back onto our heels. So a little toe stand moment, except knees are on the ground, so really, we're not in a toe stand. Unless, of course, you want to be in a toe stand, be my guest. Let's take some arm circles, reaching the right arm up, back, and around. I don't want to do this in a toe stand personally, because I would just be falling over. Good, reverse. Three, 2, And one, other side, starting with your backstroke. I know it's foot torture. I'm sorry. 3, 2, and reverse. All right, both hands come onto your thighs, untuck the toes, sit onto those flat feet, or even lean back, give your ankles a little stretch. All right, come back forwards, work onto the toes. We're gonna come all the way up to standing from here, but I wanna give you guys some options. You can just push back into a forward fold, rise all the way up to standing. If you want something more difficult and stylized, let's do that toe stand I was threatening a moment ago. And then try to rise all the way up to standing, keeping those heels high until the last moment. Settle the heels down. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, both arms reach up. Good. With your exhale, let's take a little side stretch. Up and over towards the left-hand side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, side stretch. Good. Back to center. Let's go again. This time a little deeper. Side stretching to the left. And bring it back to the middle. Same thing. Right-hand side, deeper stretch. And take it back to the middle. Step the feet out a little bit wider, if not already, and work into your forward fold. Oh, there was a little pill bug carapace on my mat. I'm going to leave you over there. All right. From this forward fold, let's come all the way forward into a high plank position or top of a push-up. Now I want you to pause here, pushing away from your mat, staying nice and long through your legs, and with your exhale, find a downward facing dog. Now, since it's our first downward facing dog, pedal out your legs, lifting up one heel and then the other. Maybe even shifting your hips right to left. It's our very first one. Good. Now with your next inhale breath, I want you to come forwards into a high plank position. And with your exhale, bend your knees so you're in a little pounce shape. And then lengthen out the legs, down dog. Good, roll forward. Bend into your knees, slide back. Lengthen out the legs, down dog. One more. All right, now from this downward facing dog position, we're gonna do that same setup. So forward into your high plank, bend into the knees. Now from here, I invite you to hop or take a big step towards the front. Take yourself into a deep fold. So I really want you to work, sorry, I practically just smooshed my microphone. Pull yourself in deep. And I want you to actively try to work your chest towards your thighs, okay? Now, if this is an easy place for you to be in a compressive forward fold, what I want your challenge to be is rounding the spine slightly and looking up, at your belly button area. Can't really do this with the microphone dangling in my face, but you kind of find this slightly contracted position, right? So you're not looking for necessarily the longest spine ever, but just this slight contraction right above your belly button. We'll stay here for one more breath in, because you are breathing, even if you're in this weird shape. And breath out. Good, now bend your knees, sit back, show me your chair position. Arms reaching for the upper hand corner of your space. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, sit deeper, sweep the arms back behind you. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep back. Option to lift up just your right heel. Good, inhale back into chair. Exhale, sweep back, just lift the left. Again, arms reach forward. Exhale, sweep back. See if you can lift up both of your heels. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1, forward fold. Take yourself down, step back into high plank, and let's go through our first chaturanga. Knees can be on the floor, bend your elbows. Upward facing or low cobras, just depends on how your back's feeling here. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Good. Come forward, lower just your left knee down, and lengthen your right leg back behind you. With your exhale, bring knee to nose. Just like cat-cow, except now you're using a leg. We got 3, but we're going for 5. Good. On this last one, pull the right knee in, tuck left toes, 3-legged dog. Lift up your right leg. Now open up your hip, bend into your knee. Take some big circles there. Good. Reverse. All right, on this last one, lengthen through your right leg, inhale breath. And exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, step through into a low lunge. Once you're there, lower the back knee. This is where you can bring blocks into your practice or go without. I'll do my first one with blocks. So we're in our Anjane, we're trying to be nice and upright here. So we're stretching the front of the hip flexor. Notice my hips are forward. I've got a really big bend here in my knee and in my ankle. Okay, now let's go into our half split position. So you're lengthening through the right side leg and you're keeping both sides of your waist equally long. Okay, let's come back forwards. You can stay working with the blocks or bring your arms up. Good, half split. Hands can come to the floor or sweep back behind you, a fun little balance. Inhale, come forwards. Again, Anjane, can you push that arm reach a little bit further? Exhale, sweep back. Again, inhale up. Exhale back. Now I want you to bring yourself up into your lunge again, but this time start to push the right leg into a more extended position and back into your bend. Push, bend. Good. On that last one, let's bring our hands back to the floor, tuck back toes, and lift back knee. Now this is where I want all of us to find our blocks at first. Walk them forwards in front of you. Take off, single-legged balance, warrior 3 style. Good. From here, I want you to bring your right thumb into your right hip crease, push it back. Try to get nice and even by opening up your chest towards the right-hand side. Good. It's kind of like we're doing almost a revolved half moon, except we're not doing the part where we're actually balancing and reaching the arm up. From there, return the right hand down to the block, tap your left knee towards the right calf, and then kick the left leg up, finding a standing split. Good. 3, 2, and a 1. Bend into your standing leg, step back, walk your blocks back, pivot the left heel down, open up into a side angle. So right hand is staying on the block. Now I want you to push the outside of your right knee into the inner right arm. If it's really far away, walk that block in closer until it's easier to do that. Now hold that position of your hip, hold that tension, bring yourself up to warrior two. Right knee unchanged, flip your right palm. Inhale, find reverse. Exhale, come back to touching that block. Is your knee still engaged in that way? Yes, exhale, bring it up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to side angle. Now take it into full extended side angle. So reach your left arm towards the front. Take a breath in. Good. With your exhale, bring yourselves back to warrior two. Now straighten through your right leg. Still imagine like that arm is there to keep you nice and long. Right arm reaches up, reverse triangle. Good. Exhale, shift off center. Work your way to triangle position. Walk the block back a little bit. Make sure that the outside of your calf is pushing into that block. Hold for 3. Good. Last 2. And 1. Return both of your hands to blocks. Pivot off of your back toes and realign and recenter the blocks. Now work into a twist. Right arm reaches up for the ceiling. Last 3. Good. 2. And 1. Return both hands to blocks. Lower them down to a medium level. Step your right foot back behind you. Now I want you to glide forward, and as slow as you can, lower your torso between those medium blocks. Good. And I want you to feel that stretch across your chest. Your arms should look like little grasshopper legs here. Good. Hold for 3. Good. Last 2. And 1. Without using your hands, cobra yourself up. Remove the hands from the blocks, but keep your armpits hovering over the blocks. Stay for 3. 2. Good. L shape of your hands come behind the blocks. Push yourself up into your upward facing dog. And exhale, find downward facing dog. Wonderful. Take a breath in. And breath out, bring your knees down. Okay, realign your blocks, high level. Let's start. Left leg extending back. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, knee to nose round. Inhale back. Exhale round. 2. 1. Keep the knee in. Tuck right toes. Left leg lifts up. Open up your left hip. Bend into your knee. Take your circles. Reverse. And once you've squared up, lengthen through the left leg. Really push yourself back with the chest. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step through low lunge. I started because I demoed everything out with the blocks, so I'm going back to them. Anjaneyasana, so knee down, front of the body opening, right? Our Anjaney can be here if we're very tight, right? We gotta meet ourselves where we're at. But the intent of this practice is to push up against our boundaries a little bit, right? So I try to make my life a little harder by leaning back. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, lengthen the front leg. So you're in your half split position. Both sides of your waist equally long. I just corrected myself and lengthened out that left side a bit there. Now rebend into your front knee. Either stick with the blocks or come into your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Good, half split. Maybe the arms reach back. Inhale up, try to get a little further. Exhale, pull back. Again, inhale up. Oh my God, exhale back. All right. Bring yourself up. Now hold in your Anjane. Get a little lengthen through the left side. Back into your bend. I don't know how this random No Doubt song got on this playlist. You know, when I transitioned everything over from Spotify to YouTube, some things didn't work out. Okay. Once you're back into your front knee bend, bring your blocks back underneath your paws. Tuck your right toes, lift up your right knee. Work into your block supported warrior 3. Now hold this extension, push the hip back, open up your chest to the left. Good. Return your left hand to the block, tap right knee to your left ankle, and then extend, try to work higher, standing split. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Oh my God, this song is so fucking bad. I gotta skip it. The fuck is this? It was like Gwen Stefani country. It was distracting me. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now that my distractions are gone. Step it back, open up, side angle. You know how yoga teachers are like, you got to move past the distractions. I'm sorry, I'm human, okay? And guess what? Sometimes I have the option to press next on my distractions. Okay, same notes as before. The outside of your left knee is pressing up against the inside of your left arm. Now, if you need to move it closer, make that happen. But this is just a really great way to train your external rotation, right? So your abductors on the outside of your leg are working overtime. Take a breath in. With your exhale, bring it up. Warrior 2, nothing changed in the lower body. And if it did, naughty you. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take it back, side angle. Breath in. Exhale to 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to side angle. Now let's go full extended. So take this top arm up and overhead without like wearing the shoulder. I want that shoulder to still be glued down. Make a sense? Bring it all the way up to 2. Now lengthen through the front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, Trikonasana. Left arm down, right arm high. I'm moving my block back a little bit so it's by my calf. Calf is still touching the block. My allergies. Take a breath in here. Exhale, return hand onto the other block. I gotta walk it back a little bit. Now I want you to pivot onto the toes of the back foot, still keep the shape, add in the twist. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Good. And 1. Return your left hand onto the block. Rebend into your front knee. Move the blocks to medium. Wide enough for your body to get through. And step your left foot back. Now as slow as you can, lower down to the floor. Good. Keep those little cricket wings up and back behind you. Hold for 3, hold for 2, and 1. Start to peel up the spine without the help of the hands, or at least minimally, and then get the hands up, hover the armpits above your blocks. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Hands come behind your blocks, L shape. Peel up, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great, drop your knees down, take a child's pose. Or if your backs are feeling ready for an additional challenge, puppy would be a great place to play from here. Now, I do like to work my puppy a bit narrower than I set these blocks, so maybe I'll just keep the blocks there as like some boundaries to work with, yeah? So I'm gonna go hips over my knees, reaching for the front of my mat, arms to the inside of my little blocks, and working this really deep shoulder opener here. Ten more seconds. Okay, let's get out of there. Ooh. Shake that out a little bit. How you guys doing? Are you ready for the next part of this shit? So this flow is going to evolve into some more challenging kind of mobility style exercises, which are still yogic, if that's even a word, but they are intended to test you. So do as much of them as you want, as little, as much, but we're going to just start with our basics and our foundations, okay? So let's take a moment again, just kind of shake that out of the shoulders a little bit. Okay, we're going to begin in a downward facing dog. So hands come onto the floor, feet step back. Again, I kiss my microphone, hi. Mwah. Now I want you to shorten up your stance a little bit, and I want us to just get a couple of concepts in mind. Try to reach your left arm back towards your right foot. Come forward into high plank, tap, right knee, left tricep. Good, push back. Left hand reaches for right foot. Come forward, right knee, left tricep. Let's go again, this time building. Left hand, right foot. Forward, right knee, left tricep. Now kick it out to the side. Open up, fallen triangle. Good. Return left hand to floor. Kick right leg up towards the ceiling. Go knee to nose. Step through to your low lunge. Now I want you to shift backwards so that your back knee is in a pretty major bend here. Roll yourself up to standing. Rise. You're in a high crescent. Take a breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep it back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep it back. Now let's reach the arms forward, take off, warrior three. For 3, 2, and 1. Step back, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten through your front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Good. Inhale, bring it back up, reverse triangle. With your exhale, lateral lunge or Skandasana. So because I know I'm going Skandasana, I'm going to keep my right toes facing the front. If you're going lateral lunge, turn the right toes towards the long edge of your mat. Good, let's take a breath in here. With your exhale, help yourself all the way over to the other side, Skandasana. I'm kind of doing these little like micro get up and downs just because my hips needed a nice big opener too. All right, now let's spin to the front. Left hand to the floor, right arm reaches up. Good, now let's step back into a side plank position. Take a breath in. Exhale, big rainbow of this right foot up and back. Work for your flip. Nice, let's bring it around. High to mid plank, Ekapada style. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And we're going to start that from the other side now. Now your left hand is going to stay onto the floor. I want your right arm to reach back for your left foot. Come forward to plank, tap left knee, right tricep. Right hand, left foot. Tap left knee, right tricep. Last time, tap the foot. Left knee, right tricep, kick out. Fallen triangle. 3, 2, and 1. Return the right hand down. Left leg lifts up. Knee to nose, step through low lunge. Shift back a little bit. Rise all the way up to crescent. And with your exhale, sweep the arms back, lean forward. Inhale up. Exhale back. Well, my balance is fucking weird on this side. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep back. Now on this last one, we take off. Warrior 3. Come on, feet. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Step back, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, Trikonasana. Good, inhale, reverse triangle once more. Hips are changing each time with that. Exhale, lateral lunge or Skandasana. Again, the notes about the feet. If you're working Skanda, try to keep the feet facing where they're at. If you're going lateral, adjust it to the long side of your mat. Now, something I'm realizing is the thing that kind of is hard about triangle, getting into this deep groin hip area, is something that Skandasana works as well, right? When we're in this position, my hips are not perfectly even. My right hip is a little bit higher than the left. I'm really driving a deep stretch into that left side hamstring. All right, let's take ourselves to the other side, shall we? Good, take a breath in here. Exhale, turn and pivot towards the front. Low lunge twist. Now, while this is a twist, I know, Nicolette, these are not your favorite. But some of these twists take us into deeper hip openers here. Stay for 3, 2. Good, staggered side plank on 1, stepping the left foot back. We're really close to the end, guys. Pick up this left foot, rainbow it back, flip. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it around, high to mid plank. upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now again, you can break right here. You can stay working in your down dog. But we are going to take that introduction that we worked on a nice healthy step forwards, okay? Now you can stick with what we worked on, right? Working the down dog twist thread into the knee to elbow tap or the kick out. Or if you want, taking it into Visvamitrasana. Okay? Visvamitrasana, if you guys remember, we reach for the outside of the foot, we take it with us and kick it out. Doesn't have to be crazy far up and overhead, right? So that's what we're going to start with. Okay. Meet me in your down dog. This is our final piece. We're going to try for 3 of these. Take a breath in. Good. Exhale, reach left arm back towards your foot. Now it can just be a tap or you take it with you. Kick it out in front. Good. Take it back to down dog. Reach to tap or grab. Kick it out. Last one. Reach to tap or grab. Kick it out. Hold this for 3, 2, and 1. Right leg lifts up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Shift backwards, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lean forward. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, step back, open into 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, skandasana. Inhale, breath. Exhale, push to the other side. Inhale, breath. Exhale, move straight into your twist. Now you can go for any of the shapes we did before, right? Side plank into your drop back. Or maybe you want to grab your toe. Go for your side plank with your hand to big toe pose. 3, 2, drop backs from here. And move through. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. I know it's a lot of time on your hands and wrists. Let's get this other side. Right hand, left foot. Option to tap it or grab it. Left leg out to the side. Back to down dog. Tap or grab. Oh shit, my headphone. Visvamitrasana. Or your fallen triangle. Now on this last one, try to hold. 3, 2, and 1. 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step through, low lunge. Back knee bends, rise up. Exhale, sweep back, lean forward. Inhale up, crescent. Exhale, sweep back, lean forward. One more time, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, warrior 3. Hold. 3, 2. Step back, open up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, skandasana or lateral lunge. Breath in. Exhale, switch to the other side. Breath in. Exhale, move to your twist. Pick your poison from here. What'd you do on the other side? Did you join me in a hand to big toe pose? Three, two, and one. Drop backs. Release. Final chaturanga. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. Take a big hop to the front, malasana. And then lower down to your butt. Feet together, knees wide. Baddha Konasana, or bound angle position. Sit up tall, inhale breath. Exhale, round and contract the spine, take it forward. All right, let's bring ourselves up from the fold. Turn your toes, just like a little arm on a compass, just behind your north. So left-hand corner of your mat. Lean off onto your right hip. Take your left leg back behind you so that you're either in a double stag or deer shape, or rotate all the way through to a half pigeon. You can use your blocks underneath your hands to help you get a little more height and support here. Good, elbows can come down towards those blocks. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Good, let's bring you up. Rotate around, changing that direction of your compass. Top right-hand corner of your mat, lean off to your left hip, and either going for your double stag or deer shape, or your half pigeon. You can walk the elbows down to your blocks. Good, 2 more breaths. Bring ourselves back up and around. Now I do want you to leave those blocks towards the front of the mat on their lowest level, just in case maybe you use them, maybe in the end you kind of kick them away from you so you have space, okay? We're gonna lay down onto our backs. I have a giant knot in my back from my shirt, hang on. We're gonna go into happy baby from here. So feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing for your toes, outer edges of your feet, ankles. You can kick out a little bit this way, a little out that way. All right, and we'll bring the legs in. And we're gonna work a little bridge, a little wheel action. Wheel obviously totally optional. But if you're feeling curious, perhaps you start your bridge with your feet on blocks. What this does, yes, it makes everything higher, perhaps a little more difficult in one way, or you may notice it allows you to get a little more space into the front of the hips because it's like you're doing this with high heels on, yeah? Especially for wheel pose. This is one of my favorite variations to help people that have really tight hip flexors get into wheel position. Okay, bring yourself down. Now, if you're feeling wheel curious, are you feeling willy curious right now? Now, I know that my blocks and mat, they feel kind of sticky. I have some grip. If you're noticing that things are feeling kind of slippery, like the blocks are getting pushed away from you, maybe you try this with the blocks up against a wall right now, or you try it another time. But feet press in. I'm gonna walk myself up pretty tight here, and then work for the inversion. I didn't want to talk while I was doing that because I could tell the microphone was right in my throat. All right, let's finish and twist about it. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'm going to bring the microphone up to my back for the second side. For now, both knees fall over towards the left. All right, let's come through center. Both knees over to the other side. Let's see if I can get a crack. Nope, not as satisfying. The first side, that had some bass to it. That's always a good feeling. Now we'll take ourselves back to center, both knees up towards the ceiling. Option to extend your legs as well. Now you can finish right here, just a nice little legs up the wall moment. You could even just completely finish class here. Have your legs up on a literal wall. Or if you want to counter a bit of that back bend work, we can plow. We can plow or shoulder stand or both. Good, let's start to roll ourselves down. And perhaps you stay down or bring yourself all the way up to a seat for our final minute together. And what I want you to meditate on today and think about today is a protective bubble around yourself, around your community. Now more than ever, protect your peace is something we got to do. So with every breath, imagine that protective bubble radiating out from your center, from your core. Now bring that radiating bubble that's moving outwards, and I want you to bring it back in. As always, it's an honor to teach you all, to practice with you all. This practice definitely gave me that feeling of presence, of power, which is what I'm trying to create for myself. So, thank you. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday, rest of your week if I don't see you. We have a couple more classes this week specifically for my Patreon members. So if you're not on there, come and join us. Both of these classes on Tuesday and Thursday are at the same time. So 12 o'clock p.m. for my West Coasters, 2 o'clock for Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern for my friends in Europe. That might be a bit later for you, so maybe around 7 or 8 p.m. But maybe you can move around at that time, I don't know. But we'll have Sculpt tomorrow, so a little bit of weight work. And then Thursdays are our stretch and release class. So we kind of arc through the week and start to wind down towards the end. Yeah? Thanks for coming. Thank you, Claire. Gwen Stefani. I'm sorry I tortured you guys mid-class. I'm going to fix the playlist right now. I'm removing it. Remove from there. Now we're safe. Gwen Stefani Country can't hurt you again. You're safe now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Man, this congestion just will not leave my ears right now. Bisous. So many kisses to you. Yeah, I've got one more class to teach today. Going to teach a Pilates class at 12:30. So yeah. The playlist I hit on was only one song. Yeah, you know, YouTube is kind of weird. Like, if I don't keep it open on the side, it stops after one song. It's really weird. I don't understand why it does that. Well, that's good. You know what, Nicolette? You missed out on being tortured by Gwen Stefani, so. A win is a win. Well, we have lots of exciting things this month. I'm looking forward to telling you all about it. This weekend, I'm going to scope out a retreat space I'm looking at hosting in Joshua Tree. Yeah, I'm going to go to Endless Night Vampire Ball in a couple weeks. It's Valentine's Day. However you feel about that. Yeah, it's going to be great. It'll be great. I'm starting my Pilates training. Yeah. I have a therapy appointment. Super stoked about that. Got a lot to talk about. You know, I'm really leaning into therapy these days. Therapy is truly keeping me together. Shout out to Jen. Well, all right, darlings. I love you all so much, okay? Take really good care of yourselves. And like mentally, if you're struggling, talk about it with somebody, with a professional. I know like typically, you know, women were pretty good at voicing what we're dealing with, but not all the time. So seek out help, right? Lean into your communities, lean into the people that love you and support you, and don't be afraid to, again, ask for help. So I love you guys so much, okay? Take really good care of yourselves. I'm gonna go put my starter back in the warm kitchen, and I look forward to seeing y'all, if not tomorrow, if not later this week, or in my other classes that I'm offering. Then next month we'll be back for this class, March 2nd. Same, exactly 1 month from now. All right, babes. Love you so much. See you next time.